All right, yo, what up? Welcome to Arch Rivals. The bad guys back on the block. Fantasy exec Corey Parson, my man, the Double R Blaze. What's good with you, son?
Oh man, not too much, man. Just trying to hold it down. Last week duty called, so I wasn't able to be here. So, I got to pay them bills. A wise man once told me before, the bills don't pay themselves. So, I gotta get out here with duty calls and go get this check, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in and viewing, man. But I mean, share the show,
Yes.
share it, like it, get people to subscribe, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. We just trying to eat a little bit too. We don't even want the whole pie. We just probably just want the crust on the outside. We don't even want the best part of the pie. We just want some crust. That's all,
A little bit off the end, you know what I'm saying? Look out for the homies.
Man, I could use it. I'm trying to tell you.
The situation I got going on right now with this crook from Sportstopia not paying us, I could use it
Call
too.
his
You know
ass
what I'm
out,
saying?
man.
But I know a guy, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to get into that.
Right.
We are NFL season, a little more than halfway point done, racing towards the finish. Teams getting ready for playoff positioning. Teams getting ready for the off season. You know what I'm saying? Teams getting ready for the draft. Tankathons in full effect, Blaze. And this year is going to be. I'm not saying anything about your Commanders because you're not in tank mode. Y'all are playing well.
No. I was just saying tank. I mean, because you've already said two teams were tanking this year. It doesn't look like Minnesota or Arizona's trying to tank. That's all. That's the only reason why.
Arizona's 2-8.
Yeah, but they're not trying to tank. They won that game Sunday, bro. Tanking to me is more like what the Giants are doing. Arizona's competitive every week. Maybe except for a couple of weeks they just played outstanding teams. But Arizona competes. Giants don't look like they compete much. You know what I'm saying? Except for when it's Washington.
I agree. The Giants are not. They're competing. Going to compete this week.
But Arizona competes, man. Shout out to Kyler Murray.
And they beat the Cowboys.
Shout out to Kyler Murray.
And Kyler Murray got the job done. Came back. You know what I'm saying? I took the Cardinals in the 2 mainly because I think Atlanta is a disaster. I don't like Arthur Smith at all, son. Arthur Smith remind me of Adam Gates. He don't like superstar players. And he said last week about Bijan Robinson being the best decoy on the field. Son run like 8 yards a carry. He's talking about a decoy.
Adam Gates.
I'm talking about your man. Oh yeah. Them crazy ass eyes, son. Oh man. But so the Tankathon is on, right? So there's 3 people. People say Blaze is 3 people. They say it's Caleb Williams. They say it's Drizzy Drake May, and they say it's your man Marvn Harrison.
My eyes were burning, dude.
Man, that shit, I was worried about you for a minute. I was like, is Blaze stuck? I thought you was glitching for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, do we got to check on Blaze?
What was you gonna do for me? You all the way in South Carolina.
I know, right? I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Shit.
But yeah, so it's Drake May, it's Caleb Williams, it's Marvn Harrison Jr. People say that either one can go number 1, either one can go, like they say it's the top 3. Stick the names in the hats, shake it up. I don't think it's like that myself. I think there's a clear defined player in Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Now I could be biased. Caleb Williams being he's a
baller, bro.
He's a player. He's a baller. He's a PG County guy. Went to high school in DC. You know what I'm saying? I seen him around a couple times. Seemed like a nice young man. I think he's QB1. So there's people out there that think it's Drake May. There's people out there that think it's Marvn Harrison Jr. What would you do with the first pick of the draft? You think it's dependent upon which team gets the pick, or do you think it's dependent upon, all right, go get Williams, go get a quarterback? What do you think about the top 3?
Well, it definitely
right now.
I mean, it definitely depends on what the team need is, but I'm not drafting a wide receiver first ever, so it doesn't matter. I don't think that's ever happened, has it? Has a wide receiver ever went number 1 ever in the NFL draft?
I don't believe a wide.
Make sure you fact check it, or. But no, seriously, no. I mean, like, no, I don't even know. I don't think a wide receiver has ever gone number 1 in the NFL draft.
about to look it up
really
right now. The highest.
Yeah. But do that. But no, I mean, I'm taking Caleb. NFL ready quarterback, hands down. Can't play defense for USC, but he can definitely play offense. You know, USC's problem this year is not scoring; it's stopping somebody. So,
wow,
you know,
it's been some terrible.
The issue is not with Caleb Williams.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Ruggs
Henry
went
Ruggs?
12. Henry Ruggs went 12, right?
Oh.
Hollywood Brown went, the man on this.
Nobody ever went number one.
AJ Brown, DJ Moore, 24th. Corey Davis, 5th. Wow. Corey Davis.
Davis.
You know what I'm saying? Amari Cooper.
I remember when Amari Cooper came out.
But Sammy Watkins went 4th. Oh, I remember Trayvon Austin. He went 8th.
Remember what about Randy Moss? Where Randy Moss go? 22nd?
Randy Moss dropped real, 21st, 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's, and the people that are going early have never even.
I don't think it's ever been.
Done well.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been a.
So, but they say this is a generational talent. Marvn Harrison Jr., obviously, his pops is who his pops is. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State wide receivers tend to translate well to the NFL.
His father out here popping dicks. Pop, pop. That's what his father doing. His father carrying that hammer around. It don't have no problem with letting it go.
No remorse. Straight Philadelphia gangster. The story about him is so crazy, I don't even want to repeat it. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it. I can dig it.
I don't even want to repeat some of the stories they got out there about your man Marvn Harrison Sr. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, right? You know what, it would be funny, Blaze, and I know some New York Giants fans is going to be watching this, and I'm teased them all the time because the Giants get that pick. Giants not drafting Caleb Williams. The Giants going to draft Drake Maye.
Yes, that's not going to happen. I mean, it ain't a joke. It's facts.
It's facts. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I remember when it was Dwayne Haskins draft class, right? This is Daniel Jones draft class. And everybody was like, Giants going to take Dwayne Haskins. I told people back then, Giants not going to take a black quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Katz was like, oh, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And it ended up being true. Now, you say to a Giants fan, y'all going to take Drake Maye, they'd be like, yeah, you're right. They tell the truth now. They know that their team is not taking a black quarterback. Let me tell you something. And you know what? That's the Mariners. If they want to lose with Drake Maye, then so be it. You know what I'm saying?
Did Daniel Jones come from North Carolina?
Daniel Jones from Duke.
Duke. I know it's ACC. Okay, I know it's ACC.
Tobacco Road. They like Tobacco Road quarterbacks.
I mean, Drake Maye been playing pretty good this year. He been solid. You know what I'm saying?
First thing to hurt the team. You know,
he's been pretty solid.
First pick in the draft.
First pick, though, yeah.
If you want to be first, go to Clemson and beat Clemson this weekend to be first pick in the draft. They're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't think so. They can say Clemson, but I don't think so. What up?
That fan on the phone fired Dabble up, boy, because they've been kicking ass since that happened. Boy.
Yes, they have. They've been playing like a much better team since
yeah, man. Like, yeah. Yeah, they look like the Clemson of old.
They actually finished out, rounded out the schedule, and they'll be USC at night. That's the first time that game's been played at night in years. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be interesting. Those two rivals to end the season. The Buffalo Bills. I feel like I've been right about the Bills, but to an extent, though, Blaze, because I think they got done dirty when they went to London and they lost their two best defensive players in Daquan Jones and Matt Milano. And since they've come back, they've been terrible. And I've been hard on Josh Allen, Blaze, but you know what? Today, I'm going to be fair to Josh Allen. You know, he got to do everything by himself, son. It's really all falling on him now, and he can't handle it by himself. He's not the kind of quarterback that can do hero ball and take you to a double-digit win season. He needs a good defense. He needs a good running game. He needs pieces around him. And right now, he looks like the only good player. They got him in Diggs, and if he can't get the ball to Diggs,
he don't even throw the ball to Diggs. Like, bro, like he don't even like. I mean, it's one thing to not throw it to him, but look at the targets. It's like they're not even. It's like he's not even looking for Diggs. It's almost like they kind of probably telling Diggs, like, sorry but not sorry. We see you later. We get with you. You saw what his brother Trey Diggs. You saw what his brother Trayon Diggs tweeted this morning.
Yeah,
14 got to get out. 14 got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, trust me. That's his brother, and I'm sure Stephon feels that way. And he said his brother wouldn't have done that.
100%.
Trust me.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. 100%. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They had problems last year. They had problems coming into the season. They had problems back in minicamp, and now they're going to start having problems again because Stephon Diggs is not going to be satisfied on a bad team.
Mm-hmm. Stephen A. told Shannon this morning, he said, that's like if Sterling tweeted out something about Shannon, I will believe it because that's his brother. I believe Shannon feels the same way, and that's how I feel about Diggs. I truly believe that Stephon.
I don't think Sterling fuck with Son, no.
Huh?
I don't think Sterling fuck with Shannon, no. No, I'm just playing. I don't know that. Let me not.
Nah. They were just together on First Take when they went to Savannah State. They had Sterling on the show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nah, bro. Like Shannon gave him his flowers like he always does. Yeah, he sat there and did he sat there for like 30 minutes and did the show with Stephen A. and Molly and his brother when they were at Savannah State. Because Shannon pretty much said Sterling's he's not like my older brother. He's more like my dad. Yeah. And my older sister was more like my mom because they raised me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He wasn't raised by his parents. He was raised by his grandmother. Then when his grandmother moved on, sort of like Sterling and his older sister raised him, and he said, he kind of looked at them more as like mom and dad more than brother and sister. Oh, nah, man.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
They got a real good relationship.
The best player that is not in the Hall of Fame.
I've been beating this drum for about 8 years now. I've gone on YouTube and commented, on different platforms and said it. I've said it on Shannon Sharp's IG page. Regardless. I mean, anytime it comes up, it's Sterling Sharp. Just look at the numbers. Again, Terrell Davis gets in, but Sterling Sharp can't get in.
See, Terrell Davis got in because Terrell Davis, NFL Network, and he's champion, but still. Being in the media helps, you know what I'm saying?
It does. Sterling Sharp was in the media for a long time.
He was.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs. He one of the OGs if you want to talk about being in the media. NFL analyst.
It seems like he don't have nobody carrying water for him. He don't have no committee. He don't have no people speaking up for him and talking for him to get there. Like there's a log jam at wide receiver, but it should start with getting him in. Now, it's the seasons. I believe it was only 7 or 8 seasons.
It was 7.
7 seasons, right?
6 or 7.
Now, you know who else played 7 seasons?
Jim Brown.
Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck also played 7 seasons.
And if he gets in, man.
Andrew Luck's not going to get in, and people are going to use the 7 seasons against him. But they don't use 7 seasons against Sterling. See, and I don't either because my thing with Sterling is his 7 seasons was worthy.
He was a monster, bro.
Yeah, he was the best.
He led the league in touchdowns, I think, 2 years, and led the league in yards for like a couple of years. That's crazy.
They knew that they didn't have nobody else on the team. The ball was going to him every play. They couldn't stop it.
But he caught it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They couldn't stop it. Nobody could stop him. They knew what the game plan was, and they couldn't stop it. You know,
he was a monster, bro.
Sterling Sharp was the man. It's a shame that his career came to that quick, that sudden end like that. You know what I'm saying? And but Shannon was able to take it on, and hopefully one day somebody does, start a commission or whatever the case may be to get Sterling in and to get my man Steve McNair in there as well. First domino in college football drop. Your man Jimbo Fisher looking disheveled on the sideline for the past couple years, but now Jimbo is out at Texas A&M. Obviously, with Texas getting ready to come to the SEC, A&M is not going to be stuck with no bum-ass coach like Jimbo Fisher. Now, Josh, out to Jimbo. He got the big buyout, won a championship with Florida State, the last BCS championship. I'm not mistaken, he lost the first college football playoff game, Oregon versus Florida State with Jameis. Could never get a quarterback at A&M. The SEC seemed like it was too difficult for him. Good record, 45-25 is not a bad record, you know what I'm saying? But Jimbo goes down, Blaze, and the first name that Stephen A. Smith says is they should go get Deion Sanders.
I heard him.
Blaze, I don't think that Deion Sanders want to move his kids out of another school. You know what I'm saying? And take them to another school. You know what I'm saying?
Move all his kids. I mean, move his three last kids because his daughter plays basketball for Colorado. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. His three. We has 5 kids. I'm talking about the 3 that's by Pilar. Those are the ones that are still in college. So. I mean, I'm sure if he went there, he would take all 3. He wouldn't just take,
exactly. And you know, you want to move them kids again. Remember, Shiloh was down here. People don't talk about that. That'll be Shiloh's 4th school because he started at University of South Carolina, then went to Jackson State, and now in Oregon. Yeah,
I didn't.
He was recruited by Shane Beamer, Shiloh Sanders.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, wow. That was Shane's first recruiting class. And then obviously when Deion got the Jackson State job, he went with his pops, obviously. But yeah, I don't think Deion Sanders is interested in leaving Colorado just yet. I think he's going to leave Colorado at some point, but not while his kids are in school. I don't see it happening.
Doesn't look like he's going to get a bowl this year. Either,
no, it's not either going to happen. That's not going to happen either. And you look back at that, the come from behind loss. That's really going to be the kicker right there. You know what I'm saying?
They had a chance to win Saturday against Arizona.
Yeah.
They had a chance. They did. I just, it doesn't look like it's – boy, I tell you, boy, Wise Man once told me –
go ahead.
Wise Man once told me, a dog that shit fast don't shit long. So,
but the win total was 3.5. They got over the win total. First year in a new, first year. I'm not gonna give Prime a hard time for this season.
No, absolutely not. I'm just saying, a dog that shits fast doesn't shit long. So that's
true too. You know what I'm saying?
They jumped out the gate, boy.
Do you believe now?
They jumped out the gate like a true thoroughbred going around the first quarter turn, boy. I'm trying to tell you. They just faded along the way.
Started losing steam, and now they will go into an offseason where hopefully they get better in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how the coaching staff shakes out. They're gonna have to come back with that too. But I tell you what, Blaze, if anybody was to drop out of a bowl game, I guarantee you they're going right to Colorado because the networks want them. You know what I'm saying? The networks want them because obviously you get a big number. Because if they was to get eligible, the highest at-large bid would go to them because obviously you'll get a chance to get a big crowd in there, or whatever the case may be. How you feel about your boys this weekend?
Who do we?
They did the Washington Commanders. They played.
Who do they play?
Oh, sorry.
But you know how? Listen, I told you how I am on this year, bro. I don't know why you don't believe me, man. I mean, listen, I'm all in for next year and the years beyond. I ain't trying to be funny. Who do they play this weekend?
The Giants.
Oh, they'll probably get them. Especially if DeVito plays. Now, if DeVito comes in and beats Washington, man, oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm not even doing the show next week. I won't even show my face around the thing. That's bad. I think they'll beat them, though. I think they'll, yeah, they'll beat them.
They're laying 9.5. I wouldn't lay 9.5 with them.
Who's laying 9.5?
The Commanders.
Oh, you got to be crazy.
I didn't think it would go that far.
Crazy.
Yeah, they should win the game. I don't think they win the game by 10 points, though. You know what I'm saying?
They'll win. But don't be surprised if the Giants beat them. Don't be surprised. I'm just telling you. I'm all right. They get massive confidence when they see Washington on the schedule, bro. No matter who's the running back, who doesn't matter.
Rivera has struggled against them, but I don't know what Tommy DeVito has been bad, son.
We'll see.
Hey, what do you think about
it's still Daniel Snyder's team, buddy?
That's true too. What do you think about this situation with the Clippers, right? So the Clippers, they stink this year, number one. They go out and get James Harden, Philadelphia.
But they didn't stink before he came.
How about that?
You said they stink this year. Yeah, they stink. They didn't stink before he came.
That's what I mean. They stink now. Right. Philadelphia is now the best team in the league all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And now the Clippers are the worst team in the league. I wonder what changed. But did you see the Mavericks broadcaster that went on the rant tearing into Harden? You know, they made Bally Sports has deleted that. They deleted that. They got rid of that.
Wow, I don't know why.
They said that that guy had no business talking about a rival like that. Soft, super duper soft,
man. Nowadays, man,
super duper soft. But
man, come on, man, that's crazy, man.
What is going on with
that joint? Hey, that joint went viral too.
Oh, he ripped into him.
That joint went viral.
He didn't tell no lies either.
He didn't tell one lie. He didn't
tell no lies. And I know I got in trouble. I think that was your man that hit me up on here when I said about Harden being the most skilled offensive player since Mike. I'm going to stick with that because I'm taking into account 3-pointers, assists. This is a guy who can lead the league in threes made, assists, and points, right? Now, he take more threes than anybody, too. The percentage is not great.
More than LaMelo Ball, sorry.
Or Buddy Hield. How about Buddy Hield? Buddy Hield take 9 a game.
Well, not anymore. He comes off the bench now. He did last year.
Yeah.
Hold on, bro. I go to, look, LaMelo Ball, Buddy Hield, I'm talking about last year. Terry Rozier, Jason Tatum takes a lot. Zach LaVine takes a lot. Mm-hmm. There's several, but those are the 5 that jump right out to me.
If you're taking 7, 8 threes a game and your 3-point made prop is 2.5, stop shooting it. Stop shooting it. You know, because the under cashes more than the over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the under on 3-pointers made for most of y'all besides Steph. Cash more to the and the Keegan Murray is a lights out 3-point shooter as well.
Yeah, you know I don't know about lights out. I mean, a couple of games he got some offers in there. But he is you're right. You've
been having luck with basketball so far this year?
Nah, not really, because like I said, you
take it slow to start.
Yeah, man. You know, you kind of want to wait till about maybe 20 games, and then everything will start to level out. You know, right now, those first 5, 10 games, man, these coaches trying to figure out rotations. You know, trying to figure out, you know, who gonna roll with them for the long haul, who not. You know. Like I said, they look at those type things, still trying to figure out, you know, what works best. You know, when you got superstars, like, you know, what kind of role players do you play with those superstars as far as in the scheme of, you know, whatever your
you're trying to do
predicts, whatever it is you're trying to do. So, maybe after like 20 games, things will settle in or whatever. But did you see what Tyronn Lue said about James Harden? He was like, he's being too polite. He needs to shoot the ball more. Man, listen, Kawhi and Paul George ain't trying to hear that shit. Talking about he needs to shoot the ball more. You taking now you taking away from their money.
Yeah. And you already see Russell Westbrook feel some kind of way. This is a disaster in the making. You know what I'm saying?
Bring him
and then that's the thing. That's the same thing I was about to say. Why did they go get him? It's
they
like
were pressed to have him.
Yeah, they said like they had to have him. For what? What do you need James Harden for?
They were doing fine, bro. I'm telling you, man, they were doing fine without him. Like I said, I don't understand it. And then I saw that Doc Rivers was on. I forgot whose podcast he was on.
Do you like him and with the #1 team? With him, Mike Breen and Doris Burke.
I miss Mark Jackson and Van Gundy, bro.
Yeah, I do too.
I miss them, bro.
Rivers has not been bad.
No.
He's not what you
right. No, he's not. But he wasn't bad before.
Yeah,
when NBA was on NBC, he wasn't bad. No, he wasn't bad. Actually, the raspiness to his voice, like it's it's something there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely a unique voice. You know, but somebody asked him on their podcast last year, what was it that last week, what was it that affected James last? And Doc said, to be totally honest with you, I really think him not being selected to the All-Star game really bothered him. Like it affected his play. You know, after he wasn't voted to the All-Star game. Like, he really took that personal. You know,
wow.
But once again, he's showing you he's a me player. You know, okay, you ain't get selected to the All-Star game, so what? So what? So now your play regresses? You understand what I'm saying? Come on, you Still got like 40
you
games.
Still got to be a professional. That's it.
Yeah, man. Like,
exactly.
Come on, bro. But I'm telling you, that's what Doc Rivers said. He said he believed that he didn't, and he just felt like he was slighted, from the All-Star game last year.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you about a couple teams. Mm-hmm. Do you think the Minnesota Timberwolves are real?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think so. I like Ant-Man.
And a dog.
He is.
A dog. And if you notice, everybody maybe except for Austin Reeves that played with the Olympic team this summer, all them dudes' game has taken a whole nother step this year during the season. Look at all them dudes that play.
Yeah.
Even Dylan Brooks balling, bro. Come on, man. But see, my thing with Dylan Brooks, I never thought he was like this horrible player like everybody made him out to be. Jeez.
They did Dylan Brooks dirty last year.
Oh, they did him dirty, bro.
They did him dirty last year.
They did him dirty.
They asked him to be the bad guy.
Exactly.
They pinned him as
bro.
the bad guy. They wanted him to be the bad guy. And then when he became the bad guy, what the hell is going on here? How could you do that? I hate when they do shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And good for him.
You made him into the bad guy. Then when he became the bad guy, you were like, well, why would he do that? Mm-hmm. That was whack. Listen, been following and rooting for the Grizzlies these past couple years. They have done a good job, but they have also made some mistakes. Players like Jay Crowder should have never got rid of Jay Crowder, right? I understand getting rid of Valanciunas to bring in Steven Adams. I get it. But Kyle Anderson, you could have kept him for cheap. You know what I'm saying? You could have
kept. Where Kyle Anderson go?
I think
Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
Timberwolves.
Now, I understand. Now, Tyus Jones, probably the best backup point guard in the league, but you keep a player like that. I understand you go get smart. I wouldn't have got rid of him. I would have tried to hold on to him. Zaire Williams, a massive bust. You know what I'm saying? This year, you go get Bismack Biyombo. Okay, he can hold it down. But you telling me that Memphis is going to get better when Ja and Tillman come back? No, they're going to be probably a playing team this year.
Maybe, but they'll be better with they'll be better when Ja come. When is Ja coming back? How many games did he get? 25?
December 19th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you still got a little bit to go. You know what I'm saying?
They'll get better.
Yeah, I think so. But I just can't. I just don't think just putting Ja back in the lineup automatically makes them better. Are the Rockets on a 6-game winning streak, Blaze? The last win coming over the Denver Nuggets. You think Houston's real?
Udoke.
There you go. There you go. They better than the Clippers?
No.
Okay.
With James Harden, yeah.
Yeah.
Without James Harden, no. Like if they was playing a 7-game series, Clippers would get at them. All
right.
But something still tells me that the Clippers still eventually get it together. I think they will eventually. I think it's just gonna take some time. That's all. I think they'll eventually. But one of them dudes gonna have to come off the bench, bruh. And that's the only way it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Westbrook. You know
that's
what I'm
crazy,
saying?
Man.
And he's gonna piss a bitch about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you still do the Chicago Bull thing.
What you mean?
I know you're a Michael Jordan guy. Was that Chicago
Bulls
and Michael?
Wild ass shit like that. I left when Mike left, man.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the same cat that tell me who I can and can't root for just said that this was there because he's a Mike fan. Because I see the Bulls and the Cavaliers down here together, and the rest of the East look like how the East should look. Outside the Pacers, I mentioned the Pacers earlier this season, coming into the year. They got a big game with Philadelphia tonight. They just lost to Philly, too, playing the back-to-back.
My man, Tyrese Haliburton.
How would you rank?
That's my guy.
Rank these three. Hailiburton, Edwards, Morant.
As far as what?
Players. Who would you rather have?
What point? Who do I want to run my point? Or, what I'm saying. Because Anthony Edwards is not the point guard. Mike Conley.
Who do you want on your team?
Hailiburton. Because now he's turning into a pretty good 3-point shooter. We know
he's ice water in his veins, yo.
Listen,
he's clutch.
Listen, we know he can go out and get 9 to 15 assists. He can get 9 assists in the first half. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, it's 3-point shots starting to come together. You know, like you said, he got a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? Man, give me Hailiburton, man. Because not only can he shoot when his shot is off, he can get everybody else involved. He can get 15 assists a game with no problem.
I would still go Ja.
Nah.
Then you're gonna say I'm biased, but
of course, I mean,
well, you can say that, right? But then check this out.
But I like Hailiburton though, so I'm biased.
The wins.
Like,
I'm looking at the wins though. The Grizzlies have gotten better every season that John Morant has been there.
True, but you've been biased. So
the Pacers ain't been to the playoffs yet.
Okay, Hailiburton just got there last year. He was in Sacramento. He just got traded last year in the middle of the
Sacramento.
Season.
He wasn't. Sacramento didn't go to the
playoffs.
Bro,
he was a rookie, bro. What was he like in his?
Ja was a rookie when he went to the playoffs.
Yeah, but Hailiburton wasn't drafted in the top 3. He wasn't a top 3 pick. Tyrese Haliburton wasn't in the top 3 pick. Look it up. You right there. I'm telling you. Right. I know he wasn't.
You're right.
I think he was like middle. I don't even think he was a lottery pick.
He don't have the draft capital. Anthony Edwards got draft capital.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's Anthony Edwards. He played at Georgia. I mean, you know, he was the only brightest. He was the only and the brightest thing at Georgia when he played there.
Son, the year.
But I like Ant-Man though.
I like Anthony Edwards too. I mean, we get ready to get up out of here. The year he was at Georgia, right? I had one of the worst bad beats ever. It was the start of the season. And I'm talking about, I think Georgia must have, I think I must have laid 6 with Georgia versus like VMI. Mm-hmm. And game getting ready to go off, inbound the ball, the dude just flinging the ball at the basket and the ball went in and covered the 6, son. I'd never forget that shit, yo. Like, dude crazy. Just got the ball and just flung it. And you crazy. You see a dude sitting in the first row like, oh, and I'm like, he must have been on that shit too. He must have been on that joint
crazy.
Too.
That's crazy.
Hey, but listen up. Later on this week, we'll be back with some college, NFL, and NBA picks for the upcoming weekend. We're getting ready to get up out of here so we can get our work day started for my man, the double R, is Corey Parson. Arch rivals, baby. We out.